Now,
the identity of the Minneapolis ICE agent who shot and killed a woman earlier this week has been made public, and that is causing a problem right here in Northeast Ohio. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Brian Duffy.
And I'm Nicole Versansky. So misinformation on social media is incorrectly linking a local officer to the deadly shooting.
So we sent our Harry Boomer to help clear things up. He joins us live. Harry, this is a tough deal for this officer. What have you learned?
Well, I've learned that two people can have the same name, and that can lead to all kinds of confusion, especially when it's tied to a controversial, deadly police shooting. The Richmond Heights Police Department suddenly found itself right in the middle of the mess in Minnesota, all because of a case of mistaken identity.
We've been getting inundated on our Facebook page, even calls to our station, some really critical of our officer who had nothing to do with this incident, who was actually here, of course, in Ohio when this tragedy occurred in Minneapolis.
The ICE agent who shot and killed Renee Nicole Good in Minneapolis has been identified as Jonathan Ross, the same name as a Richmond Heights officer who had nothing to do with the controversial killing.
And it just so happens that the Richmond Heights Police Department has a Sergeant Jonathan Ross.
Chief Calvin Williams says his department's Facebook has been flooded with derogatory comments and even threats.
The comparison is like night and day. You know, Sergeant Ross here for the Richmond Heights Police Department is about 5'7", 5'6", 5'7". Sarge is probably about 160, 175 pounds. And this gentleman from ICE looked to be about my height, about 6'1", 6'2", well over 200 pounds.
Chief Williams asked us not to show his officer Ross to alleviate more confusion and possible danger. In fact, his department has taken down the misinformation posts from its Facebook page.
How has it affected the police department knowing that you're getting these posts on your Facebook page?
Well, definitely people were concerned, and I was definitely concerned. I learned about some of the posts last night when I came back into the station for another event. And Sergeant Ross, of course, and his family are concerned.
Chief Williams wants cooler heads to prevail.
We're asking folks to kind of be reasonable. You know, there are over 300 million people in this country. There are tens of thousands of law enforcement officers. And the odds that there's only one Jonathan Ross in law enforcement is ridiculous.
Well, my father taught me to make sure my brain is engaged before putting my mouth into gear. That good advice easily applies to posting on Facebook and other social media too. Misinformation harms people. Please keep that in mind. Outside the Richmond Heights Police Department, I'm Harry Boomer, 19 News.